Hi, this is Bart Herbison, Executive Director of the Nashville Songwriters Association, and this week for the Tennessean, the story behind the song, Red Solo Cup. We have Brett Warren, Brad Warren, and we have Jim Beavers. There's another brother involved in this song that couldn't be here today. And I got to thinking about this. This may be the only time in history, seriously, that two sets of brothers wrote a hit this big.
The four of us wrote a bigger hit the year before.
Yeah. Well, that's true. That's true. But that's a phenomenon. I doubt you'd have to probably go back to the Gershwins or something before that ever happened.
I know we've talked about that.
Yeah,
to see if that's ever happened.
We're definitely Gershwin-esque, I would say.
So,
if anything, we're Gershwin-esque.
Recall the day it happened. We'll start with you, Jim.
We just we had gotten to where it was my brother Brett, the absent brother.
You got a brother named Brett?
I do. Do you have a brother named Brett?
Yeah.
You don't say.
No way.
Brett had this brilliant idea that the two sets of brothers get together and start writing every other Thursday, but write differently and all play instruments while we were writing. I was playing bass, and I'm definitely not a bass player. Drummer, plug in an electric, and just try to write songs as a band. But the main overriding theme was to write songs that nobody else in town would be writing that day. So that's kind of where Red Solo Cup and some other songs we've written came from. And it's just, one of those crazy moments and crazy ideas where it all came together and nobody said stop.
So there's a brothers club none of us knew about, right?
Right. It's like an AA meeting.
Well, Toby said, and I want to take a minute on this, that the song was stupid by design, I think he said. And that's what made it a phenomenon, because I think he spoke to the fact you weren't trying to write a hit song that day or on any of these get-togethers.
I mean, Jim was trying to make us laugh, and it was working. And he brought the idea in, and, we all start chanting along and singing this ridiculous chorus. I mean, in the chorus, we have the word proceed, which is just, in theory, funny.
And really the reason, because it rhymed with bro, which was going to be the name of our band at first.
That's right,
bro.
Yeah, from what I heard, Toby said when the first time he heard it, he's like, that is the dumbest song I've ever heard. I have to cut it. Like, it was written to be funny and to be novelty. And my kids were the only ones that had heard it for a year, and Jim's kids and Brad's kids and Brett's kids, I think, in the back of cars.
Jim had the title for I don't know how long it was, but the idea of this stupid band that we were doing was really the perfect spot to break it out, because I think he was probably embarrassed in front of his series co-writers.
Well, I got caught up in it. I ended up with Toby down in Georgia about the time this thing peaks on the charts.
Did you wear one of the cups?
Well, Toby, I don't know if he'd ever do this again. They had a meet and greet for 600 people. This was a thing to honor Harold Shedd, who was Toby's first producer here at the Music Mill. Oh my God. It was 3 hours of Toby signing solo cups, and you'd think he'd be, loved every minute of it. Then he goes in to perform the song, and what struck me most of all is you got 13-year-old kids and 85-year-old grandmas going da-da-da-da with the cup.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I've seen a lot of videos from it. And the crazy thing is the 13-year-old and the 85-year-old all had alcohol in it.
It's unusual.
Very weird.
We're glad we can bring that to me.
No, it's when we're out about town and people say, "Oh, you're a songwriter. What have you written?" And you list some songs that were big hits or even number ones. I'm like, "Oh, I think I've heard that. Yeah, that sounds familiar. I kind of like that song." The second I say Red Solo Cup, they run and get their kids, their parents, their neighbor. They freak out. They want to. I mean, we could write Bridge Over Troubled Water and people wouldn't care as much. It's just one. It's just a moment, and it's funny.
It's a little moment when you get to be a part of. It's pretty cool because it almost didn't happen as well. That the guy that was an engineer, Luke Wooten, who's a producer engineer and friend of all of ours, and he made us record it because we were it's getting kind of late and we weren't going to record that song and he kind of shoved us into the room and said, "You're cutting that song just so I can laugh."
You said before we went on camera you tapped into.
Whoa.
You tapped into something out there with this.
I think what we all realize. Sorry, Bart. I think what we all realize.
We almost went there.
When a song becomes a phenomenon like this song did, it's not the song that did it. There was this thing about red cups already floating through the atmosphere, and the song simply tapped into that and revealed that these cups were, for a large portion of the population, it meant good times and fun. We didn't create that cup thing. We just got lucky and tapped into it. And it was a hit song. It never got to number one. It was a number 8 single. But actually, I have since learned it is a number one song. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I got forwarded a link. I don't know what site, but they ranked the worst songs ever written in history, and it was number one. So we made
Yes.
Number one?
We made it.
That is awesome.
This was all genre, everything.
All genres.
Yeah, I mean, so
It's worse than
congratulations.
Oh, Mickey,
I'm
you're so
too
fine.
sexy for my
I
pants.
was even thinking Right Said Fred. It's on there.
Where did Right Said Fred come in?
They were top 10, but nobody was near.
No one
Red
can
Solo
top
Cup.
The beauty is 4 guys in their 40s had to teach everyone how to party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two of them
Four guys who don't really even
You don't
party.
really even party.
Yeah.
It's truly a cultural phenomenon, and I think it's going to be for decades. Now, as I hear the story, Toby wasn't even through the song, and I think it's the only song on that record he wasn't in on as a writer. And he goes,
He's one
of
I'm
the few in his
cutting
career.
the song. Is that right?
From what his manager told us, I don't think he's cut more than 4 or 5 outside songs his entire career.
Right.
So it's really had to be something.
And we don't know the exact story. A song plugger named Nathan Nicholson gave it to a guy named Butter, who's the singer in Trailer
Right,
Choir.
right.
And Butter's a friend of ours, and he just
Hold on.
said, "This is great."
Butter's not the one who got it to Toby. I can't believe it's not Butter.
Well, it was.
Did you get that?
I think it is.
Okay, it is.
It
I
is.
love you
yeah.
guys.
It is.
This is why the song was. If this is what was going on in the room that
I
day,
can't believe
that's
that.
why.
It's not
It's not
Nathan.
Butter.
There are, I
Yeah,
swear
no,
to
Nathan really did it. I can't believe it's not
Bart,
Butter.
there
can't
are
believe it's
songs
not
that we
Butter.
have written in that room that can't ever get out of that room that are funnier than Red Solo
That Make
Cup.
Red Solo Cup look really
Well, when
terrible.
your children are grown, I'd certainly put out the album.
Well, it's more like our mom dying.
Yeah.
That needs to happen. It's really called speaking in tongues. Sorry, Mom.
Well, and you
can't
got
believe it's not
you know
Butter.
you've got to you got to love it all the way to the bank.
Yeah, hey, it's always a good thing to have somebody cut your songs and make some money. But I mean, I think that the story and the history of Red Solo Cup will long outlast those BMI checks they're doing.
Yeah, it wasn't really that much money.
No.
Was it? It wasn't.
And you know what?
To be quite honest, it really wasn't.
Bart, it's not about the money. It's about the stuff I'm going to buy with the money.
We didn't cuss on the demo.
I build you up. Let's have a party. Let's have a party. I love you, Red Solo Cup. Solo Cup.
Red Warren, Red
Solo Cup.
Story behind the
We'll
song.
see the party.
We'll see the party. Red Solo Party.
I love how you easy to crack. Woo,
Oh.
Jazzy.